Make your voice heard. Join the Council for the Model Aquatic Health Code. Lend your expertise to the MAC, science-based guidance from the CDC, and the only all-inclusive national pool code that addresses current aquatic issues. Learn more at cmac.org. That's cmahc.org.
Yes, that's perfect. Hello. Hey, hi. Oh, we started the recording, the countdown. And welcome to the Talking Pools. Paulette's getting her camera issues straightened out. There we go.
All right.
Guess we started too early.
There we go.
Anyway, okay, so Talking Pools, that's what the show is. I'm Andrea. Paulette's
I'm
here.
Paulette.
We're here. We're a little late, and I'm tired. How are you guys doing? How's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm tired. I can't seem to recover from not getting enough sleep every night, and it's catching up.
Getting old, that's why.
I know. Well, you're older than me. So.
Whatever, not by much though. I'm only 29.
Not
so.
by much. Whatever. You're psycho.
That's my granddaughter. I'm only 29.
Oh my God. So anyway, how was your week? How was your pools?
Oh my gosh.
Last
week they were fine. I went on a really cool boating trip this weekend.
What was it?
I went from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast, the Gulf, the Atlantic to the Gulf. It was really cool.
Wait, so did you boat through land?
No, we boated through Lake Okeechobee. So we started off in the Atlantic Ocean, went through all the waterways, all the locks, went into Lake Okeechobee, out the other side, all the way to the Gulf Coast. So
wow, cool! I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was like 8 or 10 hours or so to get over, to do the whole thing like one way. Spent the weekend and then came back. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's really cool. That's making me think of the movie Anaconda with J-Lo and Ice Cube. Did anybody swallow any giant moths that you have to get the tracheotomy to?
No, I don't think so. I think everybody stayed away from that. But we did see alligators and manatees and all kinds of cool stuff. So yeah, that's fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
I went to see Weezer.
Oh yes, weekend, that's right.
As you know, and the Flaming Lips opened for Weezer, which is fun. I've never seen either of those bands.
Nice. But you were a Weezer fan when you were younger.
Well, yeah, Weezer was one of the first, well, I'm going to use the term alternative bands that I ever started listening to. But now, they're credited with the whole emo thing, which I was not into. But yeah, so it was a really good show. If I had been a bigger Weezer fan, I would probably be way more excited about it because it was a good show. It was like, very cool with the performance and the space theme, and the Flaming Lips were pretty cool. So, but I wanted to tell you about my property manager.
Lordy, what's going on with this guy?
My favorite guy. Oh my God.
This guy again.
The content that I get from this guy, he was aggravating me. I was going to block him, but now I think I'm not going to block him and just report on everything that he texts me, but just leave him on red. I hope nobody hears this, that I don't get in trouble for that. And this is what I think I want to have a conversation about with my manager. So it's a Friday pool. They're all Friday pools. Oh, my light just went off. Hold on. All the Friday pools, or all the pools that I do for this guy, I mentioned that there were 5. They're all Friday pools. So I got there. I was rushing to get to the Weezer show, and I had already done a bunch of my Friday pools the day before. So I was at these pools kind of early. It was like 11-ish in the morning when I got to this one particular one. And it's been giving me problems. I think they've been adding water to it. I think that there's a leak again. It was already leaking once. I think it might be leaking again, but I'm not 100% sure on that one yet. but I know for a fact that they added a bunch of water because the return side actuator on the spa was leaking. So when I toggled the switch manually, because it looked like there wasn't enough flow going to the spa. And so I was just kind of messing around with the valve and I toggled the actuator and and I closed the pool return. And when that happened, water started leaking out of the actuator. And so I'd written it up. And then the next week after that, the people came out and were like, the water in the spa was draining down, so we had to fill it back up. And I was like, well, if it was just like something like, I was like thinking in my head, like, you didn't need to fill it back up with a hose. But so anyway, I show up to algae in the pool. The point of that, of the preface was that it's been giving me algae problems because I think they've been adding water. So anyway, long story short, had algae when I showed up. And so I treated it for algae because that's my
Like
job.
a lot of algae, a little bit of algae.
I would say a medium amount.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't bad enough to where so I brushed everything, and when I was vacuuming, I could see the algae coming up off of the floor as I was vacuuming, but it wasn't enough
Right.
to make the water turn green. The water stayed clear for the most
Right.
part.
Right.
So it wasn't that bad. And so like I said, I brushed everything and I put in, it's a pretty big pool. It's probably between 20 and 25,000 gallons. And I put in about I put 4 jugs of chlorine and I put 2 jugs of acid. And I told my boss I was doing this. I was like, I'm going to leave a door hanger and I'm going to put this in and I'm going to do this. And he's like, okay.
And let him know that you treated it.
To let him know that I treated it and to not swim until Monday because no one was coming back Saturday to check any chemicals. So I wrote that on the door hanger and all I said was, please do not use the pool until Monday. Please call the office with questions. And this house, there was nowhere for me to leave it on an actual door where I thought that they would see it because it's such a big house. I don't know which door that they
Right.
use. So I could have
Right.
put it on some random unused bedroom door. So I chose to put it on there's a baby gate around it, a safety fence. And so I put it on the baby gate. So I know that they
Where they
come from
open the
work.
latch. I gotcha.
The opposite side though, so that if they were coming to the pool and opening the latch, they would, because they come to the shallow end, so they would have seen the door hanger on the deep end side, right? Well, I guess it blew off. So
Great.
my bad, I can't control the weather or the wind. I tried to secure it. So I get a text. I'm in the shower. I'm getting ready to leave for Orlando, and I'm in a rush. And I hear my phone, and I'm like, oh my God, I got a text. And it's the property manager, and he's got me and my boss in a group chat. And it's a picture, it's a screenshot of a picture of my door hanger and a message from the homeowner. So she had messaged someone, and then someone sent it to the property manager, and he sent a screenshot of it to me. And it was her, the homeowner, asking if, please let them know we need more advance when they decide to do treatments. And thank God, thank God the guy from your company found the door hanger. It was in a hidden place. We never would have noticed it. We would have got in the pool, and just going on and on and on and on. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't put it in a hidden place. You know what I mean? Like, the wind just blew it off the fucking fence. Like, excuse me, like, my bad. You can clearly see that I fucking tried to let you know.
Right.
So the text from the actual property manager underneath that screenshot was, Andrea, can you communicate a little bit better and just, we need to know, we need to decide when these treatments are going to be done. Maybe this could have been done on like a Monday to a Wednesday treatment. I mean, the kids are trying to use the pool and they can't and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, buddy, if I had let that sit, they would have been blowing up everybody's phones all weekend about the algae in the pool, okay? Because it would have gotten worse. We all know what would have happened,
Right.
So anyway, I immediately, or by the time I read that text, my boss was already calling me. And so I answered it. And so my boss handled it, and I did not have to respond to that text. So
Oh boy.
I just left it on red. So, but my boss had my back, like
That's
we
good.
have to we have to treat the algae. Like you can't just let it
Yeah.
sit and wait for, oh, are we gonna approve it? Are we gonna not approve it? Oh, let's do it this way.
Right.
No, that is my job. That is not your job.
Right. That's crazy.
So anyway, but he texted me at like 3:48. So he got in right at the buzzer. It wasn't a 6 p.m. text this time,
That's good.
but still.
That's good. Hold up.
Well,
Hey, pause right here.
yeah, all right, hold on.
Yeah, pause. I gotta fix this.
Okay.
Wait, never mind.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Better.
Okay, so yeah, that was it. That's my story about the never-ending property manager saga.
I didn't
So
have any
hopefully
issues with
he'll leave
pools.
me alone, but hopefully it'll be something funny. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I didn't have any issues. Thank God. And I
Good.
didn't clean pools today because I needed a day off. So I did office work and I cleaned my house. Yeah. So I'll be working extra tomorrow, but that's it.
Well, that's cool. So, you got any stories or anything to bitch about?
I do not have any stories. Are you gonna do news
Oh
stories? You
my
got some news?
God. Yeah, I only have two though. So this is
Okay. I mean, I can bitch about stuff. If you want me to bitch about pool stuff, I will.
All right. Well, let's read one of these stories and we'll see
Okay.
how you feel. I scoured back like a week through my Google alerts, and there was just nothing really of interest. Can't find my notes app. Where the H? Same place it always is. So this one is another chemical leak story, and this is from the Great Wolf Lodge, which they cannot seem to get their shit together because we just talked about a big ass leak that they had. I believe it was a Texas. I don't know if it was Texas or maybe they're there in Florida. I don't know, but
I
they just
was
had
gonna
a
say
chemical
California.
leak. Oh, possibly. I don't remember, but they just had a big leak somewhere at a different location. Um, Grand opening of Texas water park descends into chaos as 16 workers are hospitalized in hazmat incident. More than a dozen water park resort workers in Webster, Texas were rushed to a hospital after improperly mixed pool chemicals caused a hazardous chemical reaction, interrupting the celebration of its grand opening.
Oh my gosh. So how did they mix the chemicals? What happened?
So I've already read this article ahead of time, and they mixed chlorine and acid. They mixed,
How? Where? How did they do that?
it doesn't say, it just says the Webster Fire Chief Dean Spencer told the Cron that a contractor had mixed sodium hypochlorite and sulfuric acid, two unlike chemicals. The incident occurred in an isolated building separate from the hotel and water park, officials added.
So wait.
So
So you're saying that there was a vat
tanks
for chlorine, a vat for acid, and the person put
mixed
the
them.
chlorine and acid in the same vat.
Correct. Yeah, it just
Wow.
says that the fire department isolated the tanks, monitored the area, and confirmed no chemicals were detected in the hotel or water park.
Wow. That is dangerous. That sucks.
Yeah, an environmental company is working with Great Wolf Lodge and the contractor to clean the tanks safely. So 16 people were taken to the hospital. They were all released. um, so yeah, they just cleared the area. The water park was fine. So it just seems
Yeah.
like they put the wrong chemical in the wrong tank. Or it could have
That
been something
sucks.
dumb where somebody tried to mix. I saw somebody try to put tabs in the liquid chlorine feeder tank.
Really?
Yeah, it was crazy. So there's that one. Great Wolf Lodge, they apparently don't know shit about having a pool or a water district.
That sucks for them.
All right, so I want you to try and guess where this next guy is from.
Okay, are you going to give me a clue? Is this a Florida man story?
You got it. You already guessed it. It's the Florida man story. I feel like somebody has Well, this is published September 22nd. I feel like I talked about this with somebody recently, maybe Rudy. I don't know.
Well, this was
Man,
published yesterday. Isn't today the
yeah,
23rd? Okay.
it sure is. So, man arrested for what he was hiding in his backyard swimming pool.
Oh, God. Was it an
Well,
alligator? No.
yeah, it was two alligators. Um,
I
okay,
think
so
I saw this.
a
I think
man
it's.
in Marion County, Florida, that's southeast of Gainesville, northwest of Orlando. So actually, maybe we should ask Rudy if this
Is
was
this the
him.
one where he was letting kids pet them?
No, oh, okay, so that's why that sounded familiar, because me
Yeah.
and Rudy talked about that.
No,
No,
it was me and you, actually.
oh, me and you talked about it.
Yes.
No, wasn't
Yes,
that
we
in New
did.
Jersey or something?
I
No,
don't know.
or New
But I
York?
know me and you, it was one of my stories, I believe.
Okay, so that's why it sounded familiar. But
Yeah.
no, that is not this same guy.
Okay.
So he's in Marion County, which is, as I said, southeast of Gainesville and northwest of Orlando, but quite far. He was at his home when he heard a knock on his door. When he went to answer the knock, he saw two uniformed officers asking him some pretty specific questions. Apparently, the officers were from the Marion County Wildlife Department, and they had gotten a tip from someone that the property owner was keeping two giant alligators inside his backyard pool. The man initially denied the claims, but soon admitted there were indeed gators in his pool. After that, the officers started heading to his backyard, where they also found a large, recently killed alligator and many
Okay.
slider turtles that were illegally captured.
I know. Was he eating them? Was he making gator bites and turtle soup and
Ah,
stuff?
I hope
Like
not, because
he,
that sounds
I
unsanitary.
know. Like if he was using them for a petting zoo, I could see, but to eat them, ew.
Well,
Poor guys.
he was arrested and faces 2 counts of possession of an alligator, 1 count of unlawful take, and a count of unlawful take of slider turtles. Don't look
Oh.
for this guy to be working in the seafood department of the local grocery store anytime soon. Oh, that's
That's
funny.
funny.
Imagine dipping your toes into the pool at your uncle's backyard pool party, and when you take your feet out, they're missing a few digits thanks to his hungry backyard pet. This is
Or,
Tiger King written all over it. Wah, wah, wah.
oh, God. So slider turtles are illegal to take as well?
It appears so. You need a permit to own
Don't
them.
you have one?
No!
You do too.
No! It's not a red-eared
Illegal!
slider. Shut up, it's not a red-eared slider.
I don't think red-eared sliders are illegal, are they?
That's what this article says.
Oh.
They are. It says right here, Florida is home to the red-eared slider turtles, which you
Oh.
must have a permit to own.
Oh, okay. They just want you to have a
But
permit. You can have
my
them.
mean-ass little turtle is not a slider. He's just a turtle.
Oh,
He's a
I
pool turtle.
I showed you my turtle last week. I have another one that's bigger than that one.
Yes, we know.
I found 5 little
Um,
baby turtles in my pool a couple weeks ago.
I saw a dead turtle. It was a one that I've never. It actually looked like it might have been a sulcata, but it was like this big.
Oh,
But
it
I
could have
don't think
been
it
a
was. But it looked like it type that
gophers
type.
and
But
sulcatas when their babies look exactly alike, except for the fact that
oh,
the sulcatas don't have the extra little nodule on their front of their shell, and the
let's
gopher
see.
tortoises do. That's a good way to tell them apart.
Yep, it was definitely 100% a baby gopher tortoise.
Yeah,
Oh, it's got a cute little yellow
I
shell.
know they're so cute when they're little. I mean,
I
they're
felt
cute
really bad
anyways.
because I was supposed to go to that pool the day before, and I waited a day, and the fucking turtle was dead, and I felt like an asshole because I bet you if I'd gone the day before, I could have saved it.
Maybe. I have one pool that I always find sea turtles in. So
Aw.
every year I'm saving little baby sea turtles. Usually they're
Okay,
alive, and I've saved
I
them
know
all.
what pool you're at because
Yeah, we're not supposed to say
I've
that.
saved it. I know. I saved a turtle out of that pool myself too.
I know. They're so cute.
So anyway, those are the only 2 good stories.
All right, let's go. Bye. See ya. Just kidding.
No, that's fine. I'm so tired. I want to go to sleep, so I'm
All
gonna try
right.
to get up early and get some pools done before 2.
I got to get up because I didn't work today, so now I got to do all my pools tomorrow.
Are you gonna do double pools, or
I
are
am
you gonna
going.
do your whole ass route, or are you gonna skip
Well,
some?
I will probably no. I'll do all of my pools for Tuesday, and I'll do partial Monday, and then on Wednesday I'll do all my Wednesday pools plus the rest of Monday. You know what I'm saying?
So you're
And then
not
I'll
gonna
be
skip
caught
them and
up.
then charge them to come back?
No, I don't do that. That's why my
That's
customers love
funny.
me.
That would be funny though. All right, well, that's it. If you
That was
don't have
it,
anything
huh?
else,
Oh wow.
yeah,
I,
that's a super quickie.
I
I
know.
don't have. I mean, I got a pool that just constantly turns green. If you want to talk about that, it's a
Sure. Why is it turning
huge
green?
pain
High
in my ass.
phosphates. What do you got going on there?
So this one's actually really
Do you skip
interesting
it and you
because
don't clean it?
no. Have you heard of water gain theory?
I have, but you might want to
So
enlighten
it's
me.
it actually is very strange. So back a few years ago, it was like 2016 or something like that. In the CPO group that Wayne and Steve moderate, admin over there, the ones that they run. So this guy started posting just incessantly, and he was posting in a couple of the other groups too. And he kept posting about water gain, blah blah, just all this rambling weirdo like nonsense. And he kind of got belligerent with a bunch of people, and so he ended up getting kicked out of the groups. But we all kept on making fun of the whole water gain thing because just of how belligerent he was about it. It was like nobody wanted to listen to what he had to say, just because of what an asshole he was. So water gain theory became a joke in the pool groups. So fast forward, now I think I actually have a pool with
What
it.
is water gain? What is that?
So basically, what I think is happening is I think that the pool has a leak, but instead of losing pool water, it's gaining groundwater.
Oh, so
Which I don't know if
but
that's even
still,
possible,
that would
but
still make it lose like chemical balance and
so it does not hold chemicals, but
okay.
the pool is
Oh, it doesn't go
full
down.
to the point where it is overflowing
Oh,
constantly. And I know 100% for sure that no one is adding water at this pool with the hose. I know for a fact because the lady
there's
told me,
not.
and I believe her, but she also said that the company that took care of the pool before us also kept accusing her of adding water. Now, I have drained this pool down to where it is supposed to be. I had to drain it down a good 4 inches to get it from the the fucking top of the cope. There's actually no coping; it's just tile.
Right, right.
So it just goes right to the edge of the deck, and I drained it down to the skimmer. I drained it down so that it was like where it's supposed to be, the middle of the skimmer. And I swear to God, the next week, and it had not rained, and none of my other pools had any other extra water in it. This pool had the level back up to
All right.
overflowing.
I am going to say this. I have had
And
so many customers tell me that they don't add water to their pool
it's
yet.
not them adding water, I
I don't
promise.
know. I don't know. I don't believe her.
I
You go on a
promise.
different day and then you see the hose in the fucking pool and you're like,
Mm,
okay.
I've gone every single day trying to treat because this pool, I posted it the other day, well, a couple weeks ago with the tab floater in the background. I was like, oh, the pool was black. Like it was completely black. And I was like, what the
You
fuck?
charging her for the extra chemicals and all the extra work that you do? Guarantee it'll stop once you do that.
I mean, that is a good point because I don't think I'm not in charge of the charging
But they don't know that that's what you're
department.
doing though, right? So,
No, they do.
okay, I
The
would just start
customer
charging
doesn't,
her.
but the boss
I don't
knows.
believe her. I don't believe this water gain. I think the customers lie, and I don't give a fuck who's listening. Because they do. I have had so many customers lie to me and tell me they don't add water, and they're fucking adding water.
I get it, but I don't think that they're lying. I believe so. I don't know. There's just something else weird going on there.
Is there an autofill, and the autofill's broken, and just
There's
pouring water
not.
into it?
There's not an autofill. This is
So, I mean,
probably
okay,
a pull from the
okay. So, water gain through, you think that it's groundwater, but is there always groundwater, or is it only like if the rain, like the water tables are high? Is there groundwater, like, I don't know, in the dead of winter when there's no rain? Is there going to be
I don't know.
groundwater? Well, I don't know that
Probably
either.
not.
Okay, then that
Probably
see,
not.
does the
Well,
water
that's what I
still
said.
gain water at that
The
point?
water still gain water. I mean,
Is
the
the
pool
pool?
stays full. The pool
That's because
stays
they're
full.
your customers add water.
Stop screaming in my
I
ear.
don't believe shit when it comes to
You
people telling me that they don't have a leak. Don't
are
believe them,
so
because you
loud.
know as well as I do, you can tell if they have a leak by your chemicals.
I can see leaks now.
Okay,
I
well
am
there you
so
go.
good at finding leaks, and that's what I'm saying. This pool does not lose water. It loses chemicals, but the water
Because
stays in the
that
pool.
person is constantly filling it up.
Maybe their nanny or something is just doing it.
Maybe she's doing it and just lying. That's what I'm saying.
No, they spend a lot of time working out. I don't think that they have time to fill the pool.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. It's just
I
a
don't know,
mystery.
man. I don't
I
know.
showed up today and it was green as fuck, and I was pissed off because every time I show up, the surface is shit. It's just delaminating. There's big fucking spots of the plaster missing.
Really? They're
Yeah,
they're at.
maybe.
I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't know.
not. Maybe not. I just don't see.
It's.
I don't know.
I'll
I don't
I'll
believe.
take some pictures and a video of
I
it.
don't believe one customer that tells me they don't add water to the pool, because, and a lot of times it might be innocent. They might be like, I'm like, how much water do you add? Oh, I don't know. I hardly, maybe like, you know, once every couple of weeks, when in reality, you don't remember. If you're not monitoring it, you're not going to remember. Even if you can't even, I'll ask somebody like, how long has it been since you changed your cartridge, like a new customer? Oh, I did it like they'll even tell me, like my own customers, I'll go to change their cartridge and they'll be like, well, you just did that like 6 months ago. I'm like, no, that was a year ago. This is your last invoice. It was a year ago. Like, you don't remember shit like that. People don't remember. It always seems like it's a lot, farther away than what they, or whatever. It just, seems farther away than what it really was. So,
Right. I don't know. Maybe
and
I'll
even
just go
the
there every
amount,
day this week.
yeah, because even the amount of water, like you'll say, like, how much water are you adding? Oh, just like, it might lose like
A little
an
bit.
inch, but it's real. In reality, it's like 3 inches. So
Right.
without actually testing it and measuring it and marking it, they're not going to give you an accurate. And they might be not trying to lie to you, but
I should get a I have one of those leak detection buckets that they give out at the pool show. I have one of those. I should put one in the pool and see if it does anything.
I think they're.
See if I can
I
see
think
if I
once
can
you
see
start
anything.
charging them for all the extra shit that you do, chemicals, labor, everything else, they'll stop adding water and go, oh, you know what? Maybe we do have a leak. Might want to get that fixed.
That's a good point. I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
I'll bring that up.
Yeah.
So speaking of chemicals,
well, hold on, because that's something that we don't charge for. We need to charge our customers for that shit. They always tell you don't have a leak, and then we eat that fucking cost.
yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
Well, and now there's
my
hurricane
bitch for the
coming.
night.
Yay! There's a hurricane a coming, so
There is.
So yeah, that counts as not as a leak, but that will dilute chemicals. You got to rebalance after all that rain, after all those leaves and branches and shit, whatever it is, gets in there. After all that sits in there,
Yeah.
that should definitely be extra charges.
Absolutely.
Chemicals on that. So
Yep.
we should do a storm episode.
All right, let's do it during the storm.
Yeah. Wayne
All
and
right.
Steve did a hurricane episode, but neither one of them deal with hurricanes.
Well, we do. Is it really going to come this way? I thought it was going in the Gulf.
I think so, but we're still gonna have shitty weather from it.
Are you going to put your shutters up?
No, I only put shutters up when it's coming right for me.
That's what I thought. Okay. Let's check.
So, all right, you want to end it on that note?
Yeah, let's go.
Because now I'm really tired.
I know, me too. So we'll do a storm episode. We'll do a storm episode on Wednesday. What's the name of the storm that's coming?
Helene.
Helene. All right, we'll do a Helene episode.
All right, cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
All right. See you next Tuesday.
See ya. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening, and everybody have a great night. Bye.
Bye.